Okay, folks, let me try to explain my idea a little bit more to you. Okay, I'm going to try to separate the whole wage gap, the rich elite and the working middle class, and then the poor. Okay, a lot of people use a product called Facebook. They gather your information. You go ahead and you freely give them what you're doing for breakfast, what kind of socks you like, what kind of shoes you like, all this different stuff. But instead of, okay, they take all the information they gather on you and they send it to an advertiser. And then the advertiser sends you advertisements so you buy stuff from their store products or whatever. Okay, for some reason I feel like you got left out of that picture, sorry. That is your information you're giving towards a company for free. That company gathers that information, puts in a package about you, and then sells the information to their advertisers, who then will give you an advertisement so you can buy their product. Well, when you give away the information for free, why are you not getting paid for the information? There's one program I found out there. They can watch advertisements and they give you money, but they hardly ever give you advertisements. I've stopped giving out any information on the internet until I'm getting paid for my information. If a company such as LifeLog or Facebook wants to gather information on me and then sell it to advertisement, if I get a portion of that billions of dollars that Facebook has, I will be interested in doing it. But until I get a portion of that money, I don't want to do that. Why not have Facebook use your information to make you a copy of yourself, all running on their supercomputer? You remember Sims? Sims was a training game to get you to be used to playing around a virtual character. So you have a virtual digital character that can go exploring the real world as a digital copy, so he can go around looking around the public and seeing what is going on, making sure that everyone is safe. You have a digital cell phone provided by the government, and so the GPS tracking goes out, and so everywhere you walk, they have the tracking of you, and then your digital car can go ahead and keep an eye on you and make sure that nothing is going on around you. Because everyone else that has a digital cell phone will show up on the equivalent of Google Earth, but the actual government webpage. Why does Google get all this good stuff that we bothered to pay for? Remember paying taxes and having NASA, the Nazi company, send up a spaceship into the atmosphere so that we can have a picture of Earth? There is more proof. Okay. Why are we giving that to a private company? Why do we not have that for our own personal stuff? I'd rather have a copy of me looking over all of the information, and so we can keep on track of what's going on in the world. Having a few people look at stuff and having the government look at stuff, and they're not even paying attention to what's going on. They're relying on the newspaper, and the newspaper has been proven they will lie to the people. They're not about the news or the truth. They're about money for the corporate masters. What we need to do is, if we have 1,000 copies of ourselves, they're just the same as us. It's not like we're back in the day where the Democrats had slaves. The Republicans made it so you can only tell yourself to do work and do stuff for you for free. You cannot force someone else to do stuff for you for free. When you're an adult, you can do whatever work you do. You're the one that gets the money for it. And soon what they will do is they will replace you with a robot. They're already working on it. They're working on replacing surgeons with robots. They're working on replacing delivery drivers with robots. Think about all the problems that will cause. So, in order to go ahead and combat that, we need to have a digital army that we control. General Flynn, he can help us with having 1,000 copies of our stuff, keeping security around the United States digital world. I would trust regular people more than I trust governments that don't have our best interest in heart. We voted them into power, and then they're both like billionaires. This doesn't make sense. You guys finally have a president that came into office as a billionaire. It's the only president that is losing money in office, and they're still trying to go after him. I think we need to have all the Democrats release all their tax returns. We need to know what is going on. And the only way we can know what is going on is if we have digital copies of our stuff to go and read over all of the information. So we are not relying on anyone to tell us the real information. We're able to find it ourselves. Our digital copies can have higher security clearance than us because they will not leak their digital copies. They will just go ahead and they will make sure they know what is going on. Make sure they can find out if anyone is cheating us. Go ahead and read on the nuclear deal and all this stuff so we can find out how Obama and everyone was trying to defraud us. And so we can know if anyone is doing anything to us in the future. I'm sick of people. I remember seeing the form of Obama tried to did the attack DA or no CDC to do a survey on how dangerous guns are, and it came back as guns were used to stop more violent crimes than there are involved in violent crimes. They save more women than they kill people. Okay, most of the time, a 90-pound woman gets assaulted by a Mexican gang, and because she has a gun, the Mexican gang leaves her alone. But if she did have the gun, she would be at risk. And they're always just gonna restrict whatever. No, I don't think you should be restricting anything except for there be nuclear weapons and make people do the paperwork to own the tank. But we need to have access to everything that the military has access to buy. If a private person wants to buy that, and we can have our own private army, and we can protect the homeland from invaders better than the government is, because the government is farther taking over other countries and giving them back to the terrorists, which really doesn't make much sense. We need to protect the homeland, because if you've been listening to the scuttlebutt, Russia is gonna attack us across the southern border because we don't have any type of protection. They're gonna just invade the U.S. and the Democrats are gonna let them because they're not scared of Russia attacking us from the southern border and interfering with our election. They're more worried about the mercenary Russia flying over here and attacking us. I don't know. But they're not scared of the real danger. And they're not scared of the Democrat Nazis taking over our country. You know, you were all told that we won World War II. I was told that after World War II, Hitler faced his death. Russia told us that it was not his body. Then he had a plan to have the Muslims help him invade Europe, England, and come over here to America and have them take over America internally at the same time. And so if you look at England, they're having a knife problem because guns are illegal. Cars kill just as many people when you drive down a big road. Think about we can ban cars. I mean, we need to go ahead. If you want to do a gun buyback, tell everyone a gun. Have permission, have a special gun that goes ahead and has a GPS tracker on the gun, so it goes ahead and knows when it's on the move, so that it goes ahead and activates the tracking device. But when it's just sitting in your gun rack, it doesn't do anything. But when it's out moving around, the vibration triggers the tracker, and the GPS tracker activates. So you know where the gun is, and so you know what is going on. That is the only way you can successfully do anything about gun control. It's extra guns to everyone that has a tracker on the gun, so you know who is attacking who, where the gun is, what's going on with the gun. But until you sell guns, you cannot buy guns back if you do not sell guns. It's called you're underpaying for an item that you decide you wanted to confiscate. I believe the Nazis are losing. They're not okay. The Democrats are the dictator Nazi the dictator Nazi socialists killed 7 million Jews. The Democrat socialists killed 15 million black babies. That was the goal of the KKK, was to get rid of the black population. And thank you to the help of the Democrats starting the KKK, they are doing really good. And you'll find out when the minimum wage was first introduced, it was to stop the free black slaves from working for less than the white working class men. You know, they didn't want that to happen, so that's why minimum wage is racist. It really started to suppress the black population. Now it's to keep in the barely living standards. No one ever thinks about why, but Google and they're such a big corporation. They're hiring people to watch over. Well, they're hiring algorithms to watch over everything. Why not hire a digital copy of you to watch over it for 10 cents? You can judge. A copy of you can judge what is real and what is violent. Because right now, they're, every word, everything they're saying is violence and discrimination. They're not being realistic. They're punishing the black population for how they talk. Liberals are the most racist people you ever will meet. I'm sorry, but as a legal immigrant, I understand that the Democrat Party is the party of racism, the party of KKK, the party of slavery, the party that Adolf Hitler looked up to. Okay, go ahead and please do some research. It's hard for me to find all the information because I'm disabled now. But if you want to go ahead, if you had access, well, we had access to the government, the files that they've released. If you want to look up, you can look up and find out we have spent millions of dollars looking for Adolf Hitler. If Adolf Hitler really killed himself and we knew that, we would not be spending millions of dollars looking for him. The only reason we look for him is if we knew it was a lie that we were telling the American public. But, you guys will believe that. And they basically, most people know the Nazis are bad, but for some reason, they assume the Nazis were national. The first wave of the Nazi plan was National Socialism. The second wave of the plan was Global Socialism. The Muslims were his second plan. The first plan was the Christians to help him get all the power into Germany. If you look, that's what the EU was. The EU was founded, well, I don't know if it was founded, but the first ruler of the EU was Hitler's second in command. Would that not tell you that the EU is a freaking Nazi organization? You see how hard England is trying to get away from it, and they're calling them Nazis. What you have to understand is the Nazis call the other person what they are. So the Democrats were calling Republicans KKK and Nazi. The Democrats started the KKK. They're Nazis invented the Democratic Party. There's a lot in common with the Democratic Party and the Nazi Party. I still look at the fact the Nazi Party killed 7 million Jews. The Democrat Party is up to 15 million black babies. So the Democrats have killed twice as many as the Nazi Party, and people are still voting for them. Black people think it's their right. Well, I don't understand why the Christians, we are experiment. We are scientifically created. We can scientifically create the stuff for evolution to happen. Right now, we're doing it in viruses. We create a virus and then they evolve, and then we can't cure them. Why don't we go ahead and grow kids in the hospital? Prove that we do not need the mother. They just want the right to kill the baby, even though if we can put it in the hospital and have live in the hospital, they want to kill it anyway. We should go them in the hospital. If we catch it early enough, we can remove the whole egg and play around with the whole egg and understand that God is real. But this religion of evolution retires the scientific creation. I can believe in evolution because we created viruses and then they evolved. Okay, so creation is true. This whole meteor hit Earth and it just magically happened to have all of the stuff on it to evolve life. Wait a minute. But the whole universe is billions and billions of years old. And you're telling me some alien race or God's other creations did not come here and help God with making Earth perfect for him to keep his experiment going. And everyone says God is perfect. Yeah, God might have been as perfect, but we're doing so much around the nature and rejecting kids and forcing vaccines and doing other stuff. So I guarantee that okay, we are forcing vaccines on little kids, and then we're killing kids in the hospital before they're born. Why do we not just grow kids in the hospital? That way we can know a lot more about vaccines and stuff. We can vaccinate them from the disease in the hospital before they're even born. It'd be better to have a living copy of a person than a dead person. According to nature, every other animal at the moment of conception, they're a living copy of them. Except for humans. Humans are just a clump of cells. But a dog is a living dog. A monkey is a living monkey. Yeah, we have the ability to survive in almost any situation. Why do we not have floating cars? We have anti-gravity. Release the technology. We need to release the technology. We have all this stuff. We can do so much. But the whole money thing, if we go ahead and release other technology of free energy, we're gonna go ahead and destroy the financial system. But wouldn't that be better than destroying the planet? We still need fossil fuels and oil for stuff. But we've got rid of a whole bunch of problems. A little box that you can put on the side of your house that produces the energy so you can go ahead and replace your electric feed from the government with a box that you buy. You know, I'm a better so the government makes it a little bit of money. The government can rent it to you for a really ridiculously cheap price. And you put it on the side of your box, your house. It communicates back to the supercomputer, lets you know how much energy you use, and the copies of you will pay off the energy for you. You know, we have to understand we are the government. We need to be acting like we are in charge of the government, not just the government tells us what to do and pushes it around. In order to do that, we need to have access to all of the technology and all of the toys that the government has. Why do we not have access to the supercomputer? That is the first step. We need access to the supercomputer controlling 1,000 copies of ourselves. Thank you.